Hey geeks, I'm Daniel Ginger here at Adventure Bay in Altoona, Iowa. And when I'm not watching Disney lifeguards at Blizzard Beach or Typhoon Lagoon to get some good work ideas, I'm geeking on WDW with Curtis and the entire geeking family. Love you, geeks.
Hey Disney World geeks, Curtis Stone here, and welcome to episode 402 of the Geeking on Walt Disney World podcast. This week, Tom Vose from the Welcome Home podcast. He joins me to share his couples only trip to Disney World to celebrate his wife's birthday. And I've been having fun chatting with Disney World fans and geeks for over 7 years. If you're new to the podcast, welcome. I started the podcast with my daughter, Lindsay. We started the podcast by talking about our Disney World trips, and then we brought on our Disney geeks to tell their trip stories. Our listeners, they're so positive, caring, and generous, and we encourage a family atmosphere on the show. And before too long, they were calling me the Podfather, and I continue to bring the listeners like you on to tell your Disney World stories. We'd love for you to join our Geekin' family. We've got an amazing private discussion group in Facebook. Search for the Geekin' on WDW Family Facebook group. You'll get a couple of questions there, and I'll check out your answers, and then I'll get you into the private Facebook group. And there you can share your trip pictures, engage with us, and ask your questions about your next trip. Just have a lot of fun with one of the best Disney World groups out there on the internet. And we're also independent Disney authorized travel agents with Fairy Tale Concierge. So whether you're new to Disney World or you just like to chat with us and book your trip with us, we'd love to be your travel guides for Disney. We'll help you book your room and your dining reservations and do all kinds of great stuff for you. Many of our listeners love booking their trips with us. We got Mom and Auntie Judy. You can email them at travelingtiaras@gmail.com. And if you've got a podcast app that you're listening to us right now, it's in the show notes. Their email, travelingtiaras@gmail.com. So is mine if you'd like to contact me. But right now, I'd like to bring them on for our weekly segment. It's the Talkin' with the Traveling Tiaras.
Can we talk now? Hi, geeks. How are you?
Hi, everybody. How you doing?
Hey, Mom and Judy.
How are you, Curtis?
I'm doing great.
Hey, Margita.
Hi, Judy. Hi, Curtis.
Hi,
John Boy.
Hey, Mary Ellen.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. And I want to have them answered immediately.
Yes, I got questions for you guys as we're talking with the Traveling Tiaras. Well, first of all, happy anniversary to Judy and Uncle Grumpy.
Happy anniversary, guys.
Uncle Grumpy, say thank you.
Thank you.
How many years, Auntie Judy?
49.
Whoa.
I was only 10 when we got married, so.
Excellent.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Well, 49 years and your sentence has been served. So you got about 50 more to go or so? Something like that?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay. Good.
Auntie Judy, where did you go on your honeymoon? And what was the year?
In the fall of 1971, Ken was in the Army up and stationed in Seattle, Washington at Fort Lewis. And he called me one day and he said, there's this new amusement park thing that's being built in Florida. Check it out. So I called the travel agent and I checked it out and found all the information.
You didn't go on the internet?
Yeah, right. So I got the information from the travel agent and talked to Ken.
Hey, wait a minute. Internet. You didn't even only have 3 channels on the TV in 1971, right?
No, actually, where we lived, we had cable back then, so we were good.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but it was cable. Anyway, so we decided that we would go to Walt Disney World. And so we booked a package with this travel agent, and we had 4 nights tickets for all the days, 4 days. This is when they had the ticket books. We had the 4 nights at the Polynesian. We had the ticket books. We had a luau when it was really a luau. It was right down on the lake, included, and they gave us $20 in spending money to buy souvenirs, and we paid $90 a person. So
for 4 nights?
Yeah, for 4 nights.
That's so painful. I love it.
And the tickets?
And the tickets.
At the Polynesian.
At the Polynesian, yes.
Okay. How much did you spend on food, do you think?
I really don't know. I have no clue.
Do you remember?
I don't even remember where we ate, to be honest.
No ohana.
No, there was no ohana.
No.
That's sad.
there was a restaurant. There was a Kona. I don't know if it was called Kona back then. I do know that we did eat one meal, a really nice meal at Cinderella's Castle.
Right.
Oh yeah,
probably the best meal we had there. It was amazing. They had prime rib and a really good soup, like a beef barley kind of soup. That was awesome.
So besides this G3 next year, we're also planning an anniversary trip for you guys. And
Yes, we are.
All right. Oh, and we went out to dinner on, was it Wednesday night? For
Thursday night
for your anniversary too.
Yes, we did, to the 110 Grill.
110 Grill, yeah, that's pretty good.
And Auntie Judy had just a little bit too much to do that night.
No, it never happens.
Nice.
Yeah, but it was the trip to Disney that kind of did it for us. And the thing that was so amazing, as we drove down, we were coming from Ohio, so we came in a different way. And we finally got on I-4. There's all these orange groves. It was beautiful. And there was one of those green highway signs that said Walt Disney World, this exit. And that is the only sign that we knew where to get off, which exit to get off. We got off the exit, we looped around, and we hit a wall of traffic of cars going into the park.
Nice.
And back then it was just the Magic Kingdom, Polynesian, and the Contemporary, and there was the monorail. And that was pretty much it.
That was a great conversation we had on that. I wanted to bring that up because we talked about that.
It was so cool. It really was.
I really like that.
It was really special.
I really like that gift Mom got you, actually, Judy. Well,
the cookbook?
The cookbook.
The cookbook is neat.
She got it at a grocery store called BJ's here. I was surprised. The unofficial guide to Disney World cookbook.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already picked out some recipes, and my daughter-in-law April has picked out some recipes, and
nice.
We're going to try some stuff. Absolutely.
Do they have any foods from the Polynesian in that? I wanted to ask you that the other night.
I don't remember. I'll have to check it out. I noticed that a lot of what's in this book are dessert items. There's not a whole lot of main course items, but it's got like a lot of things. I'd have to buy an ice cream maker to make. I don't have an ice cream machine.
I was surprised some of the newer things like the spring rolls were in there.
Yeah, those we could make those I could do. That barbecue chicken over tater tots looked really good too.
Right, easy.
Nachos. Yeah.
And there were nachos, and there was, what else did I see? Oh, that's got that passion thing with the boba balls on it. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, from Pandora.
But again,
Night Blossom.
The Night Blossom.
Yeah.
But you need the ice cream machine.
Oh, for the shaved ice. Yeah.
To make it creamy and soft.
Yeah, but it had some really nice recipes. They did not look too hard.
Perfect.
So
I think we can make a meal out of egg rolls, and we've got the recipe for the ohana noodles. We know how to do that.
Yeah, and I have the recipe with the hoop-de-doo cornbread.
Okay, we're all set.
Grilled chicken and shrimp. Good stuff.
I have some of the recipes for some of the soups at Boma also.
Oh, good.
I did get those. So we can come up with a really nice Disney dinner.
Yes. And we're going to do it this summer. Yeah.
Definitely.
Judy, I wanted to ask you, Stephanie Watson reached out to me. She wanted to know if it was okay if she started up a new private Facebook group for October 1st. Anyone who's a geek who's going down October 1st. And I know you are going down there with your family.
We are.
Your family.
Yep.
What's significant about October 1st, and why do we need a private Facebook group for that?
Well, it's the 50th anniversary of the Florida project, as they called it back then, of the Magic Kingdom and all of Walt Disney World. And I think all of humanity will either be at the Magic Kingdom or Epcot.
All right.
Well, because the Rat Ride is opening on October 1st also.
Craziness. Well, if you want to meet up with some geeks, Stephanie's started up that group. We'll get you in there if you'd like to chat
and
make those connections.
They asked us to put in what days and what parks we're going to be at. And it looks like there's 3 or 4 of us that are going to be at Hollywood Studios on the 30th, the day before the big event. And we're already talking about maybe doing Ogas and getting together.
No, I saw you talking about doing Tower of Terror.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, right. In your dreams on that one. Yeah, me and Travis, we're gonna hold hands together.
Yeah,
G3. They're going back on. Yeah, Travis.
Yeah,
we talked about that during our Wednesday Zoom.
They were talking about that video with Rod Sterling that is in, I guess, the pre-show of Tower of Terror. I don't even remember that.
Oh.
See, all the more reason.
Yep, you got to redo.
So, yeah, right.
Well, we were talking earlier today. You guys let me know at church. You're saying the face mask announcement from Disney World.
Yes.
What is it?
Starting on the 15th, which is Tuesday, all face masks are optional everywhere except on transportation. The buses, the monorail, and the Skyliner.
Kermit likes it.
Yeah, so if you're fully vaccinated, the face masks are not required, and they're recommended for those who are not.
Yeah, very good. Very exciting. I was watching a baseball game. My Yankees were playing the Phillies, and the Phillies park was just loaded with people. I didn't see anyone wearing a mask. So that is extremely exciting. Very exciting. I'm glad we are getting this behind us. And the other thing, I don't think we didn't meet up last week. And I know Mom and Judy, I know Mom for sure was on over 6 hours, maybe longer on the phone. Getting tickets for clients for the Boo Bash.
We did it. We were successful.
Yeah. It was in doubt there for a while, right?
7 o'clock, it was really difficult. 7 a.m. It was really hard to get in, to get a line. But after, auto dialing about 1,000 times, I managed to break through and got through about 10 in the morning. I just hung on, got on about, I don't know, maybe a little after 5 and got all our tickets and for everybody that wanted to go. And we're all set. So I think that Judy put a sticky up on the Facebook group that shows some additional dates that they ended up adding as well, that Disney ended up adding. Yeah. So if you're thinking about that, you can go look at that. And those tickets, I think, become available June 15th also. For the general public, yep. For the general public, yeah.
So were your clients excited that they got tickets to Boo Bash?
So happy. Yeah. Everybody was thrilled, and everybody was so appreciative that, we are able to get through and wait and take care of their needs. I guess a few people have tried and couldn't even get through on the consumer lines. We kind of were tag teaming to see who was going to get in first. And
well, congratulations for you to do that. I cannot stand. I have not the patience to wait 6 hours.
Neither do I, Kurt.
Yeah,
neither do I.
I can't do it. So, Mom, we'll give you some applause.
Yay!
Great job.
You got everybody's tickets. That's the most important thing.
Very good job.
I think the lines are still busy because I tried to call Disney yesterday for a totally unrelated issue for one of the clients, and I could not get through. It's still backed up from for Boo Bash, I think.
Yeah, I don't think it's quite 6 hours, but there's still a little bit of a hold time. So,
well, that's a
yeah,
great thing that you guys do for your clients, to sit on the line for some of these special events or restaurants and all those things. The people that are working, they really appreciate when you guys can do that. And a lot of our clients, I mean, they're great fans of the podcast. They like giving back to us, but
They're great people.
yeah,
it's a great service you guys give
We've had great clients.
to them. So thank you so much, everybody. Now, I just wanted
thanks for your patience.
I had a great question. I thought, Laura Nothnagel, you know, we have a really cool private Facebook group, and I encourage you to get out there and check this out. And there's people, not just me, not just Judy or Mom, posting in there. Everybody's getting in on the game. Laura Nothnagel put a great one out there. She says, what's on your never seem to get around to it list at Disney World? And that is, there's so many things to do at Disney World. She says she's never been to the Brown Derby. She's dying to try that Cobb salad and grapefruit cake. I wonder why.
Yeah.
all of our listeners could come on and do trip reports to talk about that stuff. She says, shame and or encourage each other here. So great. Thank you, Laura. That was a great one. Mom, you put something out there that I liked. Do you remember what you put out there?
Oh, yeah. It was trying the kitchen sink. I've always wanted to try it. And I think one of my biggest, you know, you see people doing the kitchen sink. We've been down there when they built the kitchen sink and they bring it to the table and the sirens are going off and the lights are flashing and they're singing a song and they're clapping. And then everybody grabs their spoon and digs in all at once. And that just always kind of turned me off with, you know, especially now with COVID and whatnot. But Tony Ann said to me that they'll bring you bowls, which, hallelujah, I did not know that. I thought it was just everybody digging in.
Your spoon.
So, yeah. Well, you can do that too if you're comfortable. What, right? Why not?
Yeah,
you know?
I do.
Mom,
You know,
you
if it's all family, you could all, you know, it wouldn't matter.
Mom, you said
Yeah,
you didn't think that I would eat it.
I don't know.
You made
Yeah,
a comment to Travis that you didn't think I'd eat it.
Well, no, because was it Tony Ann or Travis that said that there's a
No way, Jose.
the No Way Jose kitchen sink too, which I didn't know. I never heard of that.
I would do.
So-
Yes, I love the No Way. The No Way Jose is
I know you do.
That's like my favorite ice cream treat down at Disney World. Now, I didn't know they
have
could.
a lot of fans.
Yeah.
My niece and nephew just finished up a week at Disney, and they were sending me pictures. They actually, on their Hollywood Studios, no, on their off day, when they didn't go to the parks, they were over, and Beaches and Cream, they were outside. So obviously they ordered at the outside window, and they were eating a kitchen sink.
Yeah.
I
With
saw
bowls,
pictures of
or
them.
was everybody digging in?
Yeah, all four of them digging into the
Ooh.
sink. Yeah. I
Fun.
do that with my family. I would have no problem if the whole family was digging in with their spoon.
Well, you're braver than me.
This is what I came up with my
Family
list.
germs.
This is the thing that I've never done before that I've always wanted to try to do and I haven't been able to do. One was Chicken Guy, which I had on my plans to do, but Deirdre and I,
Oh, yeah.
we ate too much and had so many drinks over.
Yeah. I know. It's so easy to do.
And we,
I know one of you never do.
oh, well, let me,
Ice road table.
Yeah. It's your fault. Yachtsman too. We had it booked and we canceled
Yeah.
it. So that's one of mine I put down there. I've always heard great steaks there. City Works.
Yeah.
I'm seeing great pictures from geeks meeting
Mhm.
up there and
That looks really fun and really good
That looks
too.
really good. Yep.
great beers. That's my
Polite
kind of place.
Pig looks great too, right?
Oh,
That
Polite
looks
Pig is another
fantastic.
one. I didn't put that in my
I
list.
know.
I agree. That is definitely one. I said Jelly Rolls doing karaoke, but I want to have all my G3 geeks there doing that with me.
Yeah, that would be
You know
a lot
what?
of fun.
You know what we've never done is Le Cellier, which one of these days I want to get there.
Yeah, that's on my list. I have done it, but I want to do it again. And then, yes, of course, please, God, let me do a prayer. Please, God, somebody help me get to Spice Road Table because my wife won't let me go there. I've been a good boy.
You went in G3 in February. Why didn't you go there?
Didn't work out. All I can say.
And I had nothing to do with that. So
No, me neither.
It's.
that was you can't, don't put the pressure on us.
I think
for
we're
that.
gonna have a G3 event before Kevin's birthday party to go to Spice Road Table, have some little
In your
plates.
dreams.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
See how hard this one is, guys, for me to do? I'm not.
Somebody, geeks, somebody take him to Spice Road Table, please.
Yeah, please.
Glenn will take me.
Who?
Glenn Kessler.
Oh, Glenn. Okay, Glenn Kessler.
Matter of fact, Glenn and I had plans to do
challenge.
that. We were, our artist friend during the art festival, Rodell we had plans to do Spice Road Table. They were like, we'll just get some stuff around at the festival booths. And so I've had like 4 times where I've wanted to go there and I haven't been able to get there. And even when it first opened up.
The universe is trying to tell you something, Curtis?
Yeah.
Something, don't go to Spice Road Table.
I think the universe is telling me everything that I try to do is hard to do. That's what I
There
think.
you go.
I don't do anything the easy way.
I got to ask Ken, is there something that you have never done at Disney that you want to do?
Just got to think about that.
They keep opening new things, so who knows? Oh, the space thing.
Oh, he wants to do Space 220.
Space restaurant for Ken.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Judy, what's something at Disney World that you never seem to get around to it on your list? Well, I don't know. Judy's always out in front of us with that scooter. She's doing everything she wants to do before we even get there.
Ever seem to do is we never really, we always take our bathing suits with us, but we never seem to get into any pools. No, and just relax.
Well, I can't use my bathing suit if Dave Castro's using it.
True.
I can't go.
That's something we never, you come back and, the idea of changing and I don't know.
Did we never go to the pool at the Polynesian? We never went in the pool at the Polynesian, did we?
We sat by it.
We sat by it with some drinks.
I did.
And we did go in the pool at the Contemporary when we stayed at Bay Lake.
Many times I'll go, but you guys don't go with me.
Yeah.
The hot tub.
Yeah.
Well, we had one incident there at the hot tub at the Bay Lake Tower. Remember, Mom?
Yeah, where the bugs ate each other.
The gecko.
The gecko, yeah. The one that I rescued.
No, I think he ate somebody.
But no, he got eaten.
One or the other. He ate something I rescued, or somebody ate him after I rescued him. Something.
Something like that.
Okay.
I think you got that wrong. The gecko ate some bug, I remember, right in front of us.
Something like that. Yeah.
Right while we were in the hot tub. All right.
There may have been drinks involved. It's hard to remember.
Does anyone have any shout outs or history or tips or?
Yeah.
I have a little shout out thing too. Do shout out first.
We're going to shout out to the Dan Robinson family who's down there this week with lots of special things going on. And I think Kurt's going to have to do a good trip report with Dan when he comes back.
Definitely.
Dan's doing something really special that I have never had anyone do, and I want him to give us the whole details, but I won't spoil the surprise.
Yeah.
Judy, you have something?
It's very short. It's a little tidbit that I found online, and I just thought it was really interesting. It's about Cinderella Castle.
Okay.
The front of Cinderella Castle faces south, which means there is never a time when the sun is directly behind it, nor are there any nearby buildings that could cast a shadow. So every photo in front of the castle comes out fabulous.
Well, that's really cool. And I'm going to make a joke about this because every photo lately that I've taken of the castle has a crane behind it. There's no shadows, but there's always that darn crane.
Always a crane.
Always.
Yeah. I think the crane's gone now for the 50th, though. I think it's.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Yeah. And I'm
enjoy it. Get your pictures.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought it interesting that they placed the castle when they were building the park in such a way and took that kind of attention to detail to make sure that it was placed so you could get those perfect pictures.
Yeah, the magic of Disney Imagineering.
Yeah,
unparalleled.
I got one that's a magic of Disney Imagineering. This is from the Hidden Magic of Walt Disney World. Susan Venice. This has been an attraction that we've been talking about a lot lately. The Tomorrowland Transit Authority. Here's a fascinating fact.
Okay.
What is this linear induction that makes the TTA move? It's a process that starts with electricity in the tracks making contact with the coils in the ride vehicle, which propels the vehicle forward. Shortly after leaving the boarding area, the vehicle encounters a magnetized motor that terminates the electrical connection and initiates forward motion via magnetic motors when it works.
Interesting. That's cool.
Hey, I got one more. I'll give you another one we got two for two. Fascinating fact. This is another one of our favorite attractions, the Carousel of Progress. The original version of the Carousel of Progress, created for the 1964 New York World's Fair, featured 4 eras: 1890, 1920, 1940, and the modern day of the 1960s. It was the first time Imagineers created audio animatronics, cats and dogs, and the first time audio animatronic humans were used on a large scale. The characters' heads for the show were designed by sculptor Blaine Gibson, who used the face of Imagineer Dick Irvine's daughter as the model for the show's young daughter.
That's awesome.
That's cool. All right. So here's my question. Why does the daughter have black hair in one scene and blonde hair in the next? Is it the same girl?
Yeah. We got to do some research on that.
I know.
Let's
that's
do
always
research on that, because that is not continuity of story. That's a total
that's
breach.
always bothered me.
Mistake?
Everybody else is the same.
Yeah.
Cold hair dye.
Ken says it's called hair dye.
Bleach.
Yeah.
The funny story, when we were there in February this past year, there was a kid that fell asleep in the ride and didn't wake up. And they had to come and wake him up to get him out before the carousel moved again. It was really funny.
Oh my God.
He was out, really sound asleep.
Taking a break.
Yeah.
Taking a break.
Sounds like Ken.
No, it wasn't Ken this time.
All right.
That's funny.
But many times it is.
That's the monorail.
Yeah.
All right, Traveling Tiaras, thanks for coming back, and we'll talk to you next week.
All right.
Okay, guys.
Have a good week, everybody.
Take care.
Great fun talking with Mom and Judy from the Traveling Tiaras. Definitely check them out if you'd like to book your next trip to Disney World. All the cool kids are doing it. It's a great time to get your plans together for Disney World. Email them at travelingtiaras@gmail.com. And now for the featured trip report. Well, one thing I'm thinking about doing is splitting Mom and Judy into their separate episode and do 2 episodes a week, because I'm into 2 hours anyway every week. It's like you're getting 2 podcasts for the price of 1 every week. Well, this week, the featured trip report is with Tom Vose. Him and his wife went down for his wife's birthday down to Disney World. They did 1 night at the Grand Floridian. They are DVC owners. They did 3 nights at the Boardwalk Villas, so a nice 4-night birthday trip. Had a great dinner at Narcoossee's. And Tom did some great things for his wife. One thing that he did was special ordered a birthday cake. He sent me the picture of that birthday cake. It is the Beauty and the Beast. It's really nice. I got to post that picture in our private Facebook group. We did talk a lot about food. The Trattoria Al Forno fried cinnamon buns over at the Flower and Garden Festival really caught my attention. That was great. And he goes through lots of food that they did in the Flower and Garden. They did have some nice birthday pixie dust too. So keep on listening and you're going to hear a great trip report with Tom. Disney World is a great place to celebrate. Let's go now with Tom to celebrate with his wife her birthday at Disney World. Yeah, so a couple of weeks ago, I got invited to be on another Disney World podcast. It was a lot of fun. I love getting those invites. And I just happened to learn my next guest was going on a Disney World trip. So I want to return the favor. So I'm excited to bring him on. Let's bring him on now. He's been hosting his own podcast, the Welcome Home podcast, about DVC and the Disney parks for over 4 years. He owns DVC at Bay Lake Tower, just like me, and Animal Kingdom, which is cool. He just went on Space Mountain for the very first time this past trip. We are going to ask him about all of these things and more about this trip that he just got back from. Please give a warm Geek and Family welcome to Tom Vose.
I want to ask you a bunch of...
Whoop, hold on. One error. I was playing around with my buttons.
Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. It was great to have you on our show a couple weeks ago. It was a lot of fun, and I'm glad that I can return the favor and come on your show. So
I love it. I love talking to other podcasters. We were just having a podcasting fun chat. I could talk about that all night long, but we're going to talk Disney World, Tom. Yeah, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. It's I'm excited to be on this. I've been, I'm in your group on Facebook. I've seen how engaged your fans are, and it's really cool to get to talk to everybody. So
yeah, you've been doing your show for 4 years. That's quite a commitment. Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, we've been having a great time. Honestly, we used to do it when we first started. We did every other week. So we were kind of doing every other week. So just 2 shows a month. Then we decided last year to start doing it weekly. And, it's been a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun doing it. It's you were on it. It's kind of a lot of people describe it as like hanging out with a couple people that are Disney fans and just talking Disney. Like we don't take ourselves seriously. We just have a good time. We laugh. We, say funny things and, Yeah,
you had a fun Facebook group too. I like how you posted out there that you had some, you had a special guest coming on and some questions. Yeah. And you had one of your listeners who asked or knew my podcast.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to remember. Was it Dan? I think it was Dan.
Dan Harding. Yes.
Dan Harding.
So
yeah.
I've recorded with Dan now too. So now I've got the two of you.
Dan has not come on our show yet. Well, he might have come on one of the live shows. Now he's gonna complain in the group that I misrepresented. He did. I think he came on one of our live shows that we've done, during the pandemic. But we did a couple live video shows on Facebook. I think Dan came to one of them. Dan's gonna kill me for forgetting.
So you got a fun Facebook group there too.
I love having a fun Facebook group and not one that's filled with drama, because every once in a while you have one of these things that happens at Disney and then it just causes all. I was saying this on my last show that after the recent changes at Disney with the COVID changes, I saw some of the Disney groups just devolve into madness, and my group was cool, respectful, no one was mean to each other, and you got to love that kind of community, and you can have that with a bigger community, but the bigger the group gets, sometimes people start coming in. But I mean, I'm proud to say that we've had the group now for probably over a year, and we haven't banned one person. So that's been good. Not even a reported post yet. So we're doing pretty well so far.
Well, I'm about twice as old as you, so I've banned a couple, but not a lot. But yeah, I learned this too, and other people that have been on Facebook groups have commented very highly about our tone that we have. Mm-hmm. And you know what they said to me, and they said this to me, my listeners, many times. I said, I don't understand them. I'm not sure why. And I think Glenn Kessler is one of my friends who probably said, you set the tone. You don't. Yeah. Your podcast is warm and inviting. You don't. It's a family atmosphere. You don't use bad words and all those things. You don't tolerate that on your podcast. And so it's kind of assumed that you wouldn't tolerate that in your group. And yeah, we've had some great fun interactions there. I love the fight, and I think keeping it private and having people ask questions before they get in, all that stuff has helped. But
yeah, it's the same way for us too, and we keep it really to mostly to people that follow our page on Facebook, and people, friends of friends, and that kind of thing. So we, like you said, you set the tone, right? And you were on our show. We're casual, we're fun, we don't, like you said, we don't curse. We try to keep it pretty positive, even when we're joking with each other. But it's you definitely set the tone for that community for sure.
Absolutely. Well, let's talk some fun Disney World. Oh, wait a minute. We got to cover this. First of all, when did you buy into Bay Lake Tower?
Oh my gosh. 2013, I think it was.
Okay.
2014. Maybe it's 2014. 2013, I think.
So it was resale?
I think so.
Was it a resale contract?
No, it was a brand new.
Still?
We had to go on a wait list to get it.
Okay.
It was sold out at that point, but we went on a wait list and got it pretty quickly. But honestly, it's funny because at that time when we bought, we didn't even know that the resale market existed. Like, we had done our research. We just didn't even know that resale was an option. We only thought you could buy directly from Disney. So we didn't even look into that option at the time.
All right. Well, you're probably glad for it now. You got all the perks.
Well, yeah. So we bought that one direct contract. The 2 Animal Kingdom contracts are resale. So we started off. We got the direct. We got our blue card, and then now we do the resale contracts.
Best of both worlds.
Exactly.
Correct. Excellent. This always surprised me. I talked to obviously you're a geek too, and you're a Disney geek under my definition, and
for sure.
What is this deal with not riding on Space Mountain to this last trip?
It's kind of funny. It's a running joke on my show, and it has been for a long time. And it's funny because I almost avoided doing it just because it's a running joke on my show. And I don't want to ruin the running joke.
The joke is over.
It's just never been a huge priority for me. It just didn't seem like a ride that I would like. I like roller coasters. In fact, I think my favorite Disney ride is Big Thunder. That's probably my favorite ride of all the Disney rides.
Okay. This is getting weirder, Tom.
Yeah, I know. I think what it is I want to be able to see where I'm going. Right.
All right. Are you afraid of the dark, Tom?
I'm not afraid of the dark. No, it's not even that. It's just on a roller coaster like that. I want to know where I'm going. So I don't know. I just didn't purposely avoid it. I just didn't make it a priority to go on it. And so I was like, you know what? I'm tired of this joke. I'm just going to do it. And then of course my one co-host still doesn't believe it, despite the fact that I've supplied PhotoPass photos that he thinks I've doctored somehow.
Photoshop.
It doesn't help that I have a mask on, so you can't see, because with the mask, so all you can see is my, and of course I didn't have my welcome home hat on, so
it's got an asterisk on it.
Well, I don't think he would believe it if he was in the same vehicle with me riding on it. So
one of those. Okay.
But honestly, it was a lot of fun, and it was actually the very first thing we rode at Disney during this trip. We popped into the park early. It was didn't open till 8. We got there 7:30. They let everybody, we're letting everybody in already.
Yep.
We walked straight over to Space Mountain. We got on within 5 minutes. We didn't wait at all. We just walked all the way in and went right on. So
good strategy, right? Wherever you start early in the morning like that, you're likely that no matter what the ride is, to get on that. So you did like it. Will you do it again?
Oh, I'd do it again in a heartbeat. In fact, right after we got off of it, I was like, that was a lot of fun.
Let's go again.
That was a good time. Yeah. That was a lot of fun. I kind of regret not doing it all these years. It's just one of those things. I'm not a big, I've talked about this on the show. I get motion sick when I do drops, just like straight drops.
Okay.
And the great thing I like about Disney coasters in general, the drops are manageable, right? So I don't get super motion sick on them. Although, there was a time that I did Drink Around the World, and then the next day, first thing, went on Seven Dwarves, and I was in the last car, and there's a picture of me looking like I'm going to throw up everywhere. But anyway, it's just that kind of thing. And so I don't really know what to expect with Space Mountain. I watch videos of it and stuff like that. But in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, if there's a drop and I don't see it coming, I could maybe get motion sick. So that was really what it was. It's just concerned about getting motion sick, but it didn't feel like that at all. And it was surprisingly just a lot of fun. I wasn't surprised that much because obviously it's a classic, right? So
it's a little rough, isn't it? You bang your knees.
You know what? I'll say this though, of all, and I said this in my group, of all the Disney coasters I think I've been on, it might be one of the more comfortable ride vehicles because you stretch your legs out. The restraint isn't too bad. It has the high back seat. Whereas when I go on Seven Dwarves, you got to squeeze your legs between those, that restraint, or on Big Thunder, my poor wife, I've got a little bit of a belly, it's one bar, and so if I don't suck in it enough, my wife is just flying all over the car that entire ride. Well, she's not fully belted in, so
I'm 6'2", 260, so that ride vehicle is not that comfortable for me. I feel like I'm really cramping myself in, I need a can opener to get in there, but that's okay.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not that tall, but I mean, I'm tall enough that it's not comfortable in a lot of them. A surprisingly uncomfortable one is Small World. For whatever reason, Small World, I always feels like my knees are in my face, but
you gotta be the size
if you sit in the front, that's when the problem is.
Nice. All right. Anyway. So when did you go on this trip?
So this was just a few weeks ago now. Gosh, I got to look at the dates. It was the 28th of April to the, what was it? Let's see, 20th of, where am I here? Oh, to the 2nd, May 2nd.
All right. Was it 4 nights? Did I do my math right?
4 nights. So we spent the first night. We've always, I don't know about you, but we've been trying to kind of check off the boxes and go to every resort at some point, right? And so
I like that.
This was a birthday trip for my wife. So it was her birthday, so we decided to do a birthday trip for her, and she's always wanted to stay at Grand Floridian. That was on the list.
Oh yeah.
So I was able to snag for our first night a Grand Floridian room, a standard view room, which, I'll take a standard view. It was a view of the monorail and of the fountain that's right there. So it was kind of a nice view. It wasn't bad. So
yes, I stayed there once too, a standard view. And same. I'm thinking it was the same kind of view. I was like, that's fine for me.
Well, it's funny because like Bay Lake, if you stay in a standard view Bay Lake, it's like, oh, I have a view of the monorail or, of partially of the lake. Oh, terrible. Like it's no matter what, there's a good view, even if it's a standard view. I mean, I'm not going to complain. So, I mean, if I get to look at the monorail outside of my porch, it's,
I think I noticed this one of the first things with my Bay Lake Tower was with the 11th month window, all the standard rooms go first. Yeah. I think people really value using less points more so than like the best view.
I agree. Yeah, I would agree with that. I'm not a big view person because we're usually not in the room. We're out and about.
That's
all day.
Why. That's why.
Yeah. There's only one place I care about the view, and that's at Animal Kingdom, because I want to. If I'm going to stay at Animal Kingdom, I want to see the giraffes out from my porch. Like Yeah.
And I don't think the points there probably are even less than like the Magic Kingdom view at Bay Lake Towers. There's a big difference.
Absolutely. Right? Absolutely. I mean, at Bay Lake or, if you look at like Polynesian or any of those, they're
Grand Floridian, probably the lake views or something. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Sure. So, I mean, we didn't mind looking out on the monorail and looking out on the fountain that's in the back there. In my mind, it was a good view. Plus we were only there we got there at like 8:00 at night. And then we were only staying there for the one night and then moving to Boardwalk after that. So it was like, we were there for like 11 hours. So,
all right. So what's your 11-hour opinion of staying at the Grand Floridian, and will you go back?
Yeah, it was great actually. We really liked it a lot. We like the theming in that resort. It's really well done. I will say one of the things that I like in that DVC studio is the separated bathroom from the shower, and actually there's 2 showers, and so you have the door that goes in between, so you can have the bathroom and I think that's a really undervalued thing. Okay. You get that in Polynesian, you get it in a couple of the different resorts.
Yep.
I think that's a great feature. Plus there's the little TV in the mirror. Although
I was gonna say that's usually the first thing I think about. Well, my wife loves television, so to sit on the toilet and watch television, I don't know. That's
the way to do it.
That's like the ultimate dream.
It is. And I mean, the shower was my wife and I really loved the shower in there because it was the what do you call it?
Rain shower.
The rain shower. The shower head up above, and it was all tiled and nice. And so that night we kind of got settled, and then we went and walked on the beach over there, at Grand Floridian.
Yep.
The funny thing is we wanted to go watch the electrical water pageant, right?
Sure.
We were sitting on the beach thinking that would be a good place to watch it. And actually, if you look in the Disney app, that's where they tell you to go watch it, right?
Yeah.
So that's not where it played at all, though, right? And so it plays over by the dock, and then it just drives by you and goes and starts up again for Polynesian. So we really didn't get to see it from the beach, which, was unfortunate.
I know. As you were talking that through, I mean, I've always loved the electric water pageant. I've stayed at the Polynesian is an outstanding place. It goes. Like the only problem there now is with the bungalows getting in the way a little bit.
Yeah,
that's kind of changed it. Bay Lake. I'll never forget. We were staying at Bay Lake Tower. Like we were pretty high. I want to say like 12th, 13th floor, whatever. And I'm early riser, go to bed fairly early, just like zonked out. My kids were all there. This is my 25th wedding anniversary, I think. You got it was a lake view. And I remember my boys are older. They're in the living room, and I think I was sleeping, I think, on the pull out chair thing in the 2-bedroom. And I hear this like as if it was the electric water pageant going through the living room. I mean, it's so loud. I couldn't believe it. I was like cracking up. But
that seems to me to be one of the downsides probably of staying in the bungalows, right? Is like between the boat horns and the pageant at night. Like if you're an early to bed person, like it's not a great place for you to stay. Right? It's a little noisy. So, but after that, we decided to go and get drinks at, gosh, why am I blanking on what the name is?
Enchanted Rose.
Enchanted Rose, yeah. Which was really nice. We liked it, although pricey even for Disney. I felt like.
What'd you get?
I got a margarita. I got the margarita. I think it was the sunrise margarita or sunset margarita.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it was good, but it was also like, I think it was like $21 or something crazy like that. And it was, a half filled small little glass.
Wow.
I might be exaggerating. It might have been like 18, but I remember looking at it and going, wow, even for Disney, this is a little rough. And I know we're at the Grand Floridian, but still.
Yeah. I wonder how they can justify that. It's a Grand Floridian, I guess. I don't know.
It's a gorgeous. I don't know if you've been in there, but it's gorgeous. Yeah, I mean, it's the theming, the glass sign on the outside, the bar itself is really nice. I mean, the whole place is very, very nice. It's a really nice little place there. So, but that was our very short stay at Grand Floridian, I'd say.
Very good. Then where'd you go for the other 3 nights?
Yeah, so we actually had set it up. Well, I had set it up. So the plan was we stayed at Grand Floridian, and then the next day was my wife's birthday. So we were going to spend the next day at Magic Kingdom, which is perfect because we drive to Disney because we live in North Carolina. It's like 7.5 hours. So we drive. And so we have our car, which is great. So I parked in the Grand Floridian parking lot all day, went over to Magic Kingdom, took the monorail over, which is an interesting experience right now. Why is that? I don't know if you've been in the monorail during this time, but it's interesting.
I was there in February. I don't think I was in the monorail though.
Yeah, it's like you're in a plexiglass phone booth. It's it's weird how they have it set up. It wasn't terrible, and we didn't wait in line or anything, and that was nice. So we went over to Magic Kingdom, like I said, we went there, and the nice thing was we had dinner for her birthday at Narcoossee's right there at Grand Floridian.
Oh, good.
Yeah, which I couldn't. It's really tough to get a reservation right now. Yeah. So it was until 9:00 at night. So it was when the reservation was, which was fine because Magic Kingdom was open till 9 that night. So we pretty much got our full day there. Yeah. And then we that way once we were done with dinner, we hop in our car, drive over to the boardwalk, which is where we were staying for the rest of the time. So
that's a good deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we're going to talk a lot about food.
Well, I got to tell you about the cake I got for Narcoossee's. I ordered a custom cake. That was pretty great.
Oh, for your wife's. So is this her birthday dinner?
Yeah, it was her birthday dinner.
Nice.
I don't think I don't know how many people know that you can do that, right? It's not something I feel like Disney advertises that much, right?
I know, you're right. Well,
yeah, it's one of those things like you can get one of those little mini. It's like a mini Mickey Mouse cake that's just kind of like they're one that they do for everybody. But you can get a custom cake made. You can get you can call them up and say, I want this, this, and this, and they'll make a custom cake, deliver it at dinner, all that kind of stuff. It's not cheap. Listen, nothing at Disney is, but if you're going to get a custom cake from one of their bakeries, you expect to pay some. I think it was, is an 8-inch cake. It was a couple layers and it was like $65.
Oh yeah,
but it wasn't that. I honestly don't think it's that bad.
it's a nice special thing to do for a birthday. Well,
I agree.
I'll just warn you right up front. My audience knows. Don't get me Black Forest cake, okay, Tom? That's
well, this was red velvet.
Right. That I would like. My wife seemed to think I was a Black Forest cake. It's a whole thing. You know how you got things on your podcast?
Yeah, you got your thing.
It's a whole thing. You got your Space Mountain. I got my problems. I got my issues myself.
Well, the funny thing is, when I reached out to them first, they came back to me and said, we can do vanilla cake, we do chocolate cake, we can do a mix. Right. And I was like, well, my wife's not a big cake fan. Usually for my wife's birthday, it's cookie cake. Right. And I'm like, I'm not going to get her a cookie cake at Narcoossee's. Right. And I doubt they'll even do it anyway.
I'll tell you what, that chocolate chip cookie somewhere on property would be pretty grand.
It would be. So I asked them, they gave me those options and I was like, well, can you guys do red velvet? And they're like, oh yeah, we can do red velvet. I was like, just goes to show you should just ask. Disney will do whatever you want, pretty much. Like
it's not a big stretch. I mean, they got some of the best bakers in the world there.
Oh, yeah, and not only that, this is the Grand Floridian Bakery. I mean, I think they make all the cakes for the wedding pavilion too. So they're they know what they're doing. Yeah. And so they were like, well, how do you want it themed? And I said, well, she loves Beauty and the Beast, right? And they were like, okay. So They just ran with it. I never even saw it until they brought it out, and it was amazing. Good. It was incredible.
Did you post any pictures of that?
I did. I think I did. I think we posted some on either on our Instagram or Facebook, but I don't know how Instagram works. So my wife handled that while we were there. So, yeah. But yeah, no, we did post some pictures of that. It came out amazing. The candied roses on it. And
I bet she loved that.
Oh, she absolutely loved it. Yeah. But the problem was we were stuffed from dinner.
I know. I know. I'm not a big dessert person. You got to save some and bring it. Did you bring it over to the boardwalk then?
Oh, well, see, that's the problem too. There's just the two of us, right? So we had this 6-inch cake.
Yeah.
I mean, so we had to bring, we brought it all over to boardwalk and just ate a little bit of cake every night. And we still had half the cake left by the time we were done. So
yep. My wife
is not a bad problem to have,
My daughter and I were down there and we must have been celebrating. I can't remember what we were celebrating. It wasn't her graduation, but she had finished her college program. My wife did a cake, and it was huge too. I think it was bigger than the one you're talking about. Like I had to fess up. We didn't finish it.
No, yeah. Well, that's I got the smallest cake I could, but they can make you any size cake you want. I mean,
sure,
they're not messing around. They'll do whatever you want. So
you want. Nice. What'd you have for dinner at Narcoossee? What'd you think of Narcoossee's?
So it was fantastic. We had eaten there on our honeymoon a bit ago.
Where would you rank this one then?
It's up there. It was one of our best meals. I'm not a big meat eater. I don't eat a lot of red meat.
Okay.
But I decided to get a steak. We both got she got surf and turf, so she got herself a lobster and some filet mignon, and I got a filet mignon, which was fantastic. And then we got their signature mashed potatoes, the house mashed potatoes, which are like potatoes, like cream fraiche, bacon, and cheddar, and they are. I could have eaten just that.
Yeah. Take some of that home with you. Over to the boardwalk.
Off the charts. Best thing we ate, I think, the entire time we were at Disney.
I'm tasting it as you're saying it.
Yeah, exactly. They were so good. And I mean, there were vegetables that came with filet mignon. I didn't even touch them because we were too busy eating the mashed potatoes. Yeah.
We don't need no vegetables. I'm not eating my vegetables.
And I knew the cake was coming. My wife didn't know the cake was coming, but I did. So I was like, all right, I got to save as much room as I can. I'm not going to fill it up with roasted carrots when I got a cake coming.
And it's not 50s prime time. Like, you got to eat your vegetables.
Yeah, exactly. No one's yelling at you to eat your vegetables. I will say too, we think we had one of the best servers we've ever had at Disney there. She was fantastic.
Love it.
I wish I remember her name, and I'm so bad with names, and I wish I remember, but she was absolutely fantastic. She was
I love that.
Super attentive, just very kind, very sweet, very helpful with the cake. I mean, just
I love that.
Yeah, it was excellent.
It doesn't take a signature restaurant to get a great server. I'll tell you, they are everywhere on property, and it always amazes me.
Absolutely.
It just, I don't know where they find so many nice people to deal with us who aren't always nice.
Or in the case of like a Whispering Canyon, just mean and rude. And that's, you pay extra for that, right? So like if you're
throwing the ketchup at you.
Yeah, exactly. If you're even meaner to me at Whispering Canyon, then you get more of a tip. Like that's what I'm looking for. So
you're looking to get abused, huh?
Yeah, exactly. I miss that. I haven't been to that place in a while now. And I miss Whispering Canyon. I miss 50s Primetime. I want to go to 50s Primetime.
Somebody was just telling me a story they were reading, talking about Facebook groups where they were complaining about 50s Primetime, how the waitress was so rude and that they were making them do all these things. And I was like, oh, please.
Do people not get it?
Some just don't have a sense of humor, I guess, Tom.
We actually, the last time we went, we witnessed that in person, right? We saw the table sitting across from us.
Get all flustered.
Was not feeling the jokes. And we had a really funny waitress. Like we had my infant daughter there at the time. I think she was 6 months old, and I went to go use the restroom. I came back to the table and my wife was gone because she was going to change my daughter, and the waitress just walks by and she goes, "Oh yeah, she left you." And I'm like, you get extra tip for that. I mean, like, she wasn't even at the table.
Never missed a beat, right?
Yeah, didn't even miss a beat. And I was like, that's amazing.
I like that.
I mean, so it was.
You gotta have fun with that.
Yeah, you gotta have those kinds of waiters and waitresses, and relax, I always say to my wife, like when we're on vacation, we're at Disney, if we get good service like that, we tip way more than we normally would, because those people get paid on their tips, and not that all don't, but
nice. Yep.
At Disney, we're on vacation. They probably take a lot of heat from people during the day. So when we get good service like that, we always appreciate it.
For sure. All right, let's go over to the boardwalk. Was that have you been there before?
Yeah, so we have stayed there previously. This was our second time staying there. Boardwalk is great for a lot of reasons. I love Boardwalk. I don't know if you've stayed at Boardwalk. Boardwalk's amazing.
Yes, I've stayed there. Well, I love the Boardwalk area, period.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I would say I'm more of a beach club because I used to stay there more we were talking about this. You guys knew what Lotus Software was. I started going to the Lotus Sphere and we stayed at the beach club like 4 times. And then I went with my family and my daughter hated it. And she complained.
Really?
Yeah. There was something about the vibe there that she didn't like. I don't know if it was the creepy clown pool or the creepy clown chairs.
Boardwalk? Hated Boardwalk, not beach club. Okay.
Yeah. The boardwalk. Yeah. Oh, she loves the beach club.
A lot of people wouldn't stay there until they got rid of the creepy clown, and then you had the people that got mad that they took away the creepy clown. So
can't please them.
You can't please everybody. I love Boardwalk because I'm from New Jersey originally. It's what I grew up with a lot. Is the Atlantic City and the just the New Jersey beach boardwalks. It just reminds me of home.
I don't know if you heard me talk. I don't know if we talked about this, but my other favorite vacation place is Wildwood, New Jersey.
Oh, really? Okay.
My wife and I got engaged down there. We had friends. My wife and I worked together and we loved the beach. We had never been to the Jersey Shore, and they had a friend, travel agent, who owned one of those little motels in Wildwood. And we're like, oh, they got Atlantic City. This is before a lot of the casinos. This was before the casinos were big in Connecticut and all that. So you had to go to Atlantic City if you wanted to get that sort of thing. Oh my gosh, we fell in love with Wildwood. We went for 30. We've been going back, I love it. Love the Jersey Shore. So I understand that vibe. It's for sure the whole boardwalk. That's why I love that area.
I know there are people out there that don't like Abracadabra. I can't speak. I like that bar. I think it's cool. I also miss Ample Hills. Ample Hills was really good. I'm sad.
What happened? Yeah, what happened with Ample Hills?
They actually went bankrupt, I think, before the pandemic happened. They overextended themselves. Apparently, there's an article out there about it. But
I did not know. Yeah, I didn't hear why. Okay.
Yeah, they closed up before Disney even closed down. I mean, they've been gone for a while, unfortunately, and it's all boarded. I mean, it's not boarded up, but it's all covered up. It's just sad. But I like that whole boardwalk area too. I like the vibe, but there's also just this was a great trip for me because we ended up not going to Animal Kingdom, which is actually my favorite park, but we decided not to. But the great thing about this trip was we only did 3 park days. We did Magic Kingdom, we did Hollywood Studios, we did Epcot, and so all of those days, we didn't have to take a bus for anything. Yeah. Yeah. We got to take monorail at Magic Kingdom and Skyliner Skyliner and boat to Hollywood Studios. Boat's actually kind of, in a way, faster because you don't have to transfer and everything, but we like the Skyliner. The Skyliner is amazing. It's my favorite Disney transportation mode.
Absolutely. So, nice play on, you're a veteran. You know what you're doing.
Yeah, thank you. And plus, there's nothing better than walking into Epcot too. I mean, we got tired midday. It was hot. We walked back and relaxed for a little bit, and then walked right back in again. It was great.
Yeah, it was in the 90s down in Florida.
Yeah, so unfortunately we got hit even for Florida. I guess the week before, I guess it was in the 80s, which would have been great. Instead, it was like 94, so already it was a little warm. Yeah, wow. And my wife and I, all the times we've been, we realized we're getting older. It might have been just the mask, but we used to be the rope drop to close people, be at the park all day long. But this trip, midday, we were like, man, we're wiped. Let's go back to the hotel and take a nap or go to the pool or something. We never do that. We're at the park all day usually, but this, heat, I don't know if it was the heat or it could have been the mask just tiring us out too in that heat. I don't know.
Yeah. About 3 o'clock, we hear a lounge calling us. I don't know what this, it's like this sound in our head. Yeah. Why don't we go over to the Polynesian and just have a drink about 3 o'clock, I know, especially with the heat. Or the Abracadabra. Yeah, I think I got hyped a lot. Tom, I remember when it was coming online. We did it and it was, it was fine. Is there something in particular you like about that one?
I just like, maybe it's just the magician in me. I don't know. I like that vibe. Listen, it's not the most like crazy Disney bar that I've ever been to, but I just think it's kind of, it's just neat. I think like you're saying, it was overhyped maybe, like where people thought like expected a lot more. And I think it met my expectations, and I like the vibe of it. It's nothing
convenient.
I mean, we've only been to it the one time. So, we didn't do it while we were there. We enjoyed it the one time we went there for sure.
So where do you go to eat when you're at the board? That was the one thing. The drink stations are tough to get to, but any snacks around that area,
honestly, we didn't do a whole lot of snacking there. But you're right. That's the big downside to the boardwalk, especially like when you used to have like the refillable mugs. Is like most of the resorts you can get to the refillable mug area pretty easily. Boardwalk, it's a little bit of a haul, right?
Yeah, a little inconvenient.
It is. It's a little inconvenient, and the lack of like a quick service like right there is a little bit challenging. So you go to that little general store and you can get some snacks and stuff. I forget what it's called down. That's right there on the boardwalk.
You go left out of the place. And then you got the bakery to the right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, you can go to either one of those and grab a snack or whatever. But the thing was, we actually just didn't end up doing that because we had cake in our room for a while. So we kind of were snacking on cake.
Let them eat cake.
Yeah, exactly. And then, I think we got some food at the pool bar at one point. We grabbed, like a Mickey pretzel or whatever.
Yeah. How's the pool there now? Because the clown's gone.
The creepy clown is gone. Yeah. I mean, so I wasn't all that upset about the creepy clown being gone. I didn't care really either way. Like,
I know. I don't either.
I thought it was funny. People got so upset about that. I was like, it's a pool. I mean, it's the slide pool, whatever. And I personally love the new Mickey cartoons. My daughter really loves them. We watch them a lot. So I'm fine with it. I like it. It looks nice.
Oh, it's in the style of the runaway train, Mickey's runaway train.
Yeah, it's the new Mickey.
Mickey's, yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. And I heard it's a little roller coaster, right?
It looks like a roller coaster.
Like the old wooden coaster.
Yeah, I didn't go down the slide because the population of people going down the slide was all under 12, so I didn't want to be that one adult that just went down with all the children. So my wife and I just kind of floated for a while. Did
your wife not encourage that?
No, she doesn't usually like doing the slide, but I'll do the slides every once in a while, depending on.
I'm thinking you're embarrassing her now.
No, no. She'd tell you she doesn't like the slides. Yeah, so I just didn't do the slide. We just kind of hung out in the pool and, listened to them doing the Disney trivia in the background and saying the answers to each other, not to show up the kids that were doing the trivia. They had one of the pool people there doing trivia for kids, but we decided not to participate since it was for children and not for us. So,
well, on the Geekin' Show, we got to talk about restaurants. We get Narcoossee's. It was just you and your wife. Did you take advantage of some advanced dining reservations?
So we did. So Narcoossee's was one, and then the other restaurant we ate at was Trattoria Al Forno right there on the boardwalk.
Another good play.
Yeah. Since it was right there, we thought it would be nice. We did that on a Hollywood Studios night because on the Epcot day, we were just going to eat around the world, with the Flower and Garden Festival. So we were like, let's not schedule even a dinner. But normally our go-to at Epcot is always Via Napoli. We love Via Napoli.
Okay.
So always a good meal there.
Was this the first time at the Trattoria?
No. So we had actually, we had gone a couple trips ago. We had eaten there and the food was really, really good. We had great service. We liked the atmosphere of the restaurant. It was really nice. A little disappointed this trip, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. It was not as good as it was last time. The food was okay. It was all right, but our service was not good. They also didn't bring any bread to the table, which
at an Italian restaurant.
Yeah. Not only at an Italian restaurant, but even a Disney, like what Disney restaurant do you sit down at where they don't have bread? That's never happened.
Something's off there.
That's what I said. I'm like, because last time we went there, they brought out the olive oil, they brought out the bread, and that whole deal. And this time there was no bread. And
Tom, let me tell you something. This strikes me so funny because my wife her parents were from the old country. My father-in-law was Latvian. God bless his soul. He's gone now, but this part of the world, bread is just a staple. So my father still laughs. We went out to a Chinese restaurant and my father-in-law, Carl, says, "What? No bread?" The Chinese. My father still laughs about that joke. So I can tell you that would have been that would have. My wife would have noticed that one.
Oh, I noticed immediately. I was like,
Italian bread. Yeah, you gotta have that.
I mean, but it's like even just
or the entrees.
So I got what did I get? Oh my gosh, chicken parm. I got chicken.
Oh, I
parm.
like chicken parm. Yeah.
Yeah, I always like a good chicken parm. And then my wife got gnocchi with like a mushroom sauce kind of thing.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. So, I know. I wanted to ask you. Have you ever eaten that flying fish?
You know what? I haven't actually. That's one I have not eaten.
Do that one. That's one of my favorites.
Is it just? I see. I'm not a big seafood guy. So is it all seafood?
A lot of people say that, but you know that wherever you go at Disney World, they're going to have other entrees. They have a great fillet. You know what? I have more stories, but I got so mad. I had this real debacle on the Skyliner. I was like an hour late. My wife and her friend were sitting there waiting for us, and I'm telling you, it was an hour. It took me an hour to get there because of the Skyliner going down.
Okay.
And being bussed around and everything. And I had the filet mignon on my mind all day. I was like, when I get there, that's what I'm going to have. They were known for a fish that they used to have, a red snapper that was really, it was stuffed with something or whatever. But anyways, so I get there and she goes, "Oh, you don't have to worry. I've already ordered for you," after this whole debacle. And I was like, I was so mad. I was already like steaming.
And you're hungry
and all this, and I'm an hour late. And she says, "We already ordered it." But she ordered me these tomahawk steaks, and we were on the meal plan. They're like $150 entree.
Oh my God.
It's like this massive thing with this big like bone coming out of it. Let me tell you, it was fantastic. Though.
Well, if you're on the meal plan and you're already going to use two or whatever, you gotta take advantage of it.
I was like, after that, I was like, well, all right. I'm not going to, you know what? I'm just going to chill out. I'm going to relax. It ended up being actually had a horror. Talking about horror. It was like the worst time I ever had at a restaurant.
Oh, geez.
But anyways, it's a great food. They've always had good servers. That was one time it didn't score.
I've heard that. I just never have gone. It's maybe the flying fish part turns me off because
I was the same way.
Yeah,
I was the same way. You know what happened? Because I used to hang out there all the time, walk by it, didn't think nothing of it. A guy at work who, here I am with a podcast, and he says to me, "We love the flying fish. We just went to the we came back from Disney. That's one of my favorite restaurants." I'm thinking, okay, pal, whatever. Then I went there and went, "Oh my gosh, how did I miss this one? This is fantastic."
It's funny with restaurants because, and this is just with anything, but especially with Disney restaurants, no matter how terrible you think one restaurant is, there's always someone else that's like, "Oh, that place is the best."
Oh my! You probably know this too. It's like just because you had a bad time one time, it doesn't mean it's going to be bad next time you go.
Oh, we never bail out of a restaurant because one bad experience. Right?
Yeah, hang in there, guys.
It can happen anywhere.
It does.
It can happen anywhere.
I had it happen at the Wave, and I went back. I knew it was just the night. There's one of these nights where my daughter got sick. It was just a whole debacle. It wasn't, and the waitress. It was a horrible waitress. She was just like not in a good mood or something. It was one of those nights, and then we did a DVC event there. And they included like a package to go up to the top of the World Lounge after and watch the fireworks. It was fantastic. The waiter was fantastic. It was just totally opposite. So
I have to say there were fewer, more VIP feelings as a DVC member than going up to top of the world, where you have to show your card. They like swipe it. They take you in the private elevator up, and it's like a really small environment. It just feels very. I remember we took my in-laws up there years ago. And we're standing up there, and
I'm an owner.
And they go, "How much did you guys pay for this?" Like that was, and I didn't know if they were trying to say like, this is really cool and really fancy. How much did you pay for it? Like, that's kind of what it felt like. But it's that top. Gotta love top of the world. I definitely missed having that around.
Awesome. All right.
I've always heard the Wave is great too. I've not done the Wave either.
People really. Yeah. Rave about the brunch. Of course, they don't have it right now. They had like a brunch there that was always talked very highly of. But yeah, we had a great meal there. Again, great waiter. All right, where was I? Did you have another one? Or those are the only two we did this time. You ate around the world. So how was the Flower and Garden?
It was great. We had a great time eating around the world. We posted a bunch of pictures on our Instagram of it. We ate all sorts of food there. trying to think of what my favorite thing was. It might have been the fried cinnamon buns with bacon on top. Those are really good.
Fried. I gotta first process that one because we love our cinnamon buns around here. Fried cinnamon buns with bacon on. Where'd you get that?
So it was right in front of Test Track, actually.
Yeah.
So we hopped on Test Track, got off Test Track, and then we're like, let's get some fried cinnamon buns.
What is that?
I think that sounds good. Fruit Loop shake there.
Fruit Loop shake.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds actually good too.
They were both really good. We really enjoyed those two. My wife had
like a sugar rush then, dude. How did you?
Right? Pretty much. It was like candied bacon too. It's like, really, it was good.
Like that's a high runaround world showcase now.
Yeah, I feel like I got to pull up my show Instagram here because I forget all the things I ate.
Yeah, do it.
we ate a lot of things, and we just thought it made more sense to just do that, to just eat around the world instead of trying to get a reservation that night, because we wanted to experience Flower and Garden. I really enjoyed too. This was kind of funny. There was a cider flight. It was a hard cider flight that they had. That was really good. They had a watermelon one in there that was really tasty.
Where'd you get that one?
That was in what is it? The World Showplace.
Showplace, yes.
Yeah. That big
people
building.
Love that place. Yeah.
I know they have all the festival favorites.
I love the ciders. Yeah, I love all the flights. But yeah, good. So watermelon. What else was in there?
Oh gosh, what was in there?
All
it's
tasty.
Funny because I forgot to take a picture before we drank it, so then I took a picture of empty cups.
I hate when I do that.
Yeah, really, really bad.
You get too excited and you forget the picture.
Exactly. That actually wasn't my favorite alcoholic beverage though. The whole time we were there, I'm trying to remember there was one I had in the very beginning that was fantastic, and for the life of me, I can't remember what it was.
Like a Frozen.
It was like it was a real light beer. It was a Hefeweizen. It was it had
grapefruit.
I forget. It was like lemonade-y. It was like really kind of good.
Oh, good.
My wife had a maple popcorn shake in Canada. That was good.
Maple popcorn shake. Wow.
Yeah.
Two shakes. What's going on with this shake? I love
traditional poutine. That was good. The traditional poutine. Yeah.
Oh, good. Did they have any entertainment in World Showcase?
So funny thing, we love the Jammers.
Yeah.
One of our favorite like streetmosphere things besides, like Dapper Dance and such.
Yeah.
So the Jammers are actually playing in the Canada Pavilion right now, oddly enough.
Oh, yes.
On that stage that's right there.
Yep.
Yeah. Where they've had, lumberjacks in the past. They've had bands.
Don't remind me about the lumberjacks.
The lumberjack show.
That took over the off kilter. I'm still.
Oh yeah, I got rid of all. Oh yeah. Well, the lumberjack show was like a brief moment in time. I feel like they were not there very long.
That was just to add more. Just torture me from losing off kilter.
Oh, I forgot. My wife had the fruit sushi.
Yes.
And that was one of my favorites. Was the toasted pretzel bread with it was melted Gruyere and ham. That was really good.
Sounds like a German thing.
It was German. Yeah, it was in the Germany area. Yeah, so that was really good. We also had a drink there too.
Beer.
Taco Vampiro my wife had. That was a taco over in Mexico. So
wow, you guys did pretty good.
Yeah, we ate a fair amount of stuff. We really tried to eat as much as we could, and we didn't really take pictures of everything even. We ate as much as we could. There was more stuff that we wanted to eat. We just weren't that hungry. We were
Were the Voices of Liberty still over at the American Pavilion?
They were. We heard them starting up, but we didn't. We were walking. So we were on a mission to go somewhere. I'm trying to remember where it was. I think we were going. Frozen had a fairly short line at that point, so I think we were going to try to hop in that line. So,
how were the crowds on this whole trip?
It's you kind of said this on my show, and it's definitely true. It's almost deceptive. Like it feels very crowded, but we didn't wait for more than 20 minutes for anything. It's
scary looking crowded lines.
Yeah, the lines are crazy. I mean, at one point, I think the line for Haunted Mansion was wrapped all the way back to Country Bear. But we never stopped moving. We just kept going. Right.
It's like even to think of that just was like amazing.
Well, yeah, and it was a 10-minute wait. It was, but the 10 minutes was us just walking from.
You're like, there's no way this is 10 minutes. Like,
so I mean, it was, honestly, we finished Magic Kingdom. We were there 7:30 given, but we were done with Magic Kingdom. We had done everything we wanted to do by like 4:00.
Yeah.
And done. I think the longest wait we have, believe it or not, was for Mickey's Philhar Magic.
What?
I know, right?
That's weird.
You're like, how is that?
Never
possible?
wait for that.
Well, I know, that's why we did it, right? We were like, oh, let's get out of the heat. Let's go sit in some air conditioning. It's a fun show, and let's go do it.
Right? Always do it.
Yeah, of course. And so we were waiting for it. It's taken a long time. We're like, what's going on here? It's because they don't. The way they're doing it right now, they're just not filling that area outside the doors.
Oh.
So they're doing like small groups outside the doors. And then when you get in, they have it like, well, I guess not anymore. Now that they lifted everything, it's a little different. But they had it where it was in like groups of 4 seats. So it was like 4 seats, couple seats blocked off, 4 seats, couple seats blocked off. So it wasn't as much space in that theater as there usually is. I think that was what the holdup was. We waited a long time for that. But I mean, listen, Big Thunder broke down at one point. So and it was down for 2-3 hours. So I was like monitoring the app like crazy, right? And we're hanging out in that area. So as soon as it came back up, we went right over there, walked right onto that.
Nice.
We walked onto Space Mountain. We waited probably 10 minutes for People Mover, and we were the second people in line for the day, because it had just reopened at this point. It opened, a couple days earlier, and People Mover is one of our favorite things. It's one of those it's hard to describe the love for People Mover. It just has got that Disney feel to it.
It's kind of shocking to me how many listeners, and maybe it's our geeks. I had someone that was brand new went there. My favorite ride was the People Mover. I'm like, really? I mean, I love it, but I'm weird, so I don't understand why everyone else loves it.
We loved it, and I think we were maybe second in line. So right after we went to Space Mountain, we went right to there.
Yeah.
There was a short line. I mean,
it was too, right?
Yeah, it had just opened, and the park hadn't even opened yet, so that's why we ended up having to wait, right? So, but it was nice to hop on that. Although we had to laugh because at one point before we got on it had stopped, like the whole ride had stopped. But again, they could have been testing it. They could have just been. It might have not been that it broke down, but we all know the People Mover just breaks down all the time. So even after being closed for a year, it's just. But
we were talking about that on your show. Like they had some part they don't make anymore. They must have been trying to dig out of the.
I'll tell you what, though, it looked just as rusty and old as it did before. It's just, those little plates in the ground, those conductors that make that thing move, look just. I was expecting to go out there and see brand new, motors and still rusty and old, which is fine.
That's why we love it. The simplicity of it is what gets it.
Of course, the simplicity of it's great. It's just there's something about relaxing. The People Mover. Yep. Yeah, it's relaxing. Yeah.
So, what did you do for the first time besides Space Mountain?
Oh yeah, so that's a great question. So, Rise of the Resistance was a first for us.
Oh, cool. Are you a Star Wars fan?
I'm gonna go with casual Star Wars fan. I like Star Wars, but I'm not like
I'm with you. I'm in that camp.
Correct people on pronouncing things the wrong way.
Yeah. I'm in that camp. I mean, I know it, but I know the older ones better. I know the new ones, but I mean, you can appreciate a new ride and new technology, right?
100%, right? Like I think,
you don't have to be a Star Wars fan.
Exactly. Like I feel like Rise of the Resistance is one of those rides that you can just enjoy and not have to know every detail about the movies.
Yeah.
It's such an experience from beginning to end. And my wife had managed to completely avoid spoilers on that ride, so it was all new to her. Now I could not avoid it.
You cheat. You're a cheater, Tom. You're one of those.
Well, listen, some of the things are possible to avoid, right? Like that one room that you go into with all the stormtroopers, like Disney used that in all on promotional material.
It's on the commercial, I know.
Yeah, exactly. So you can't avoid that one, right? So, but the rest of it, for the most part, and and this was a thing on our show for a while too. The AT-ATs or the AT-ATs. We said it one way, and we got a bunch of Star Wars fans going, no, it's said the other way. So I don't even remember which one's the right way, but whatever. I knew about that scene. So those couple things, but mostly didn't know much about the rest of the ride. But it was phenomenal. It was what everybody says it is. We got Group 19.
Well done.
Yeah, it was pretty great. I mean, we did it. I woke up at like 6:55 in our hotel room. I like that you can do it from the hotel now.
Yeah.
I don't have any particular I can't speak. Tips or tricks on how to get it. Everybody has their. It's like
we do.
I think it's blind luck, right?
We've got tips, and I think they've been working. So
I think there's a couple, right? So I think checking the Wi-Fi versus your phone signal is a good one, right?
Right.
I also just literally at 6:55, I went into the page in the app and I just kept refreshing until it popped up, and then just hit join really quickly. I think it also helped that it was only two of us. That probably helped too.
Yeah, a big party could get confusing.
Yeah, so that was great. Like I said, we hopped on the Skyliner, took a trip over. We rope dropped Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which was the first time we'd done that as well. That really was only open for a couple months before the pandemic hit, right? So we had not gotten on that one yet. And that was a phenomenal ride too. Not that I didn't expect it to be, but it was a lot more than I thought it was going to be. And it was just, we were just laughing like the whole time. It was just fun. It's just a fun ride.
I like that explanation. Just laughing the whole time. Did you only ride it once?
We actually, so this was one of my biggest things I told my listeners from this trip, and this is not going to apply forever, but we went back to the hotel midday. We relaxed a little bit, and then we came back around 5 o'clock because our dinner reservation again wasn't until 9. The park was dead, dead at 5 o'clock. And I mean, we literally walked right onto it again. So we rode it a second time.
I think I heard this from someone else. Yeah, at night, like later in the day.
Yeah, as soon as it hit at 5 o'clock, which happens in normal times, right? Because people go and eat dinner, but it was even more pronounced now with lower capacity. I mean, literally, we just walked directly onto the ride, and it was great. We got to ride it again. It was so much fun. It's one of those rides you can ride a bunch of times too, because it's the trackless ride, and there's different perspectives depending on what car you're in and where it goes, and there's so many details on that ride too that it's just you notice different things every time too.
How would you compare the first time to the second time?
I would compare them. Well, the first time was better. The second time, we actually stopped for a second. We were stopped for like maybe 30 seconds to a minute. Okay. In the dancing room. For whatever reason, we pulled up, and then Daisy was just staring at us for like a minute, and nobody was saying
awkward
anything.
stare.
We were just sitting there. And also, too, on that part of the ride, too, somebody was eating while the thing was going, and so one of the cast members came over the loudspeaker and said, "No eating on this ride." And I was like, that kind of ruins it when you hear that. But I also think to myself, maybe they say that because these trackless vehicles can, if something gets on that floor, it could probably screw them up or something. I don't know. Maybe they're really strict about it for that reason. I don't know.
I had an opposite, reaction, because the first time I think I was just kind of like not knowing what the heck is going on.
Yeah, it is.
Partly, I think I was sitting where I was sitting, I didn't even see Goofy. Like, I think I was way in the back. And then the second time, I just felt like I really kind of got it a little bit more. That's interesting. Here, your perspective was a little different.
I have to tell you, and I hate to, spoiler alert, don't listen if you don't want to know about the ride, but I was amazed by how much they made it feel and work like a train in the very beginning. Like it really, like how closely they had them together and how they moved in perfect, synchronized. Yep. It just looked like an actual train. And if you didn't know any better, you had no idea you weren't on a train.
Cool ride. You got to do it every time you go. Good, good
exactly.
Fun. All right. Let's see. Hey, did you guys splurge on anything?
So we have a rule on vacation at Disney that if we want something, we buy it.
Oh, that's a good rule.
Because we're on vacation, right? So now I say that, but there have been times where we've looked at things and we're like, let's not do that.
let's not go off the rails.
Yeah, let's not go too far. I don't think we went. I think our biggest splurge was probably Narcoossee's. Yeah, like that was a pricey dinner, obviously, right?
Right.
Cake. And the cake too. Yeah. But merchandise wise, we did buy a lot of stuff. We bought a lot of clothes for my daughter. We bought some of that kind of stuff. I was actually really disappointed. I was trying to find some Epcot gear with like the land logos on them, like the different, those little circular logos that they have now.
Yeah.
Because I've seen some people wearing those shirts, but I thought maybe it was something Disney sold, but it seems like it's, something that somebody just made and threw on TeePublic or whatever. But I was looking for some Epcot stuff, didn't really find anything. I don't think we had a real big splurge this trip. It was mostly Narcoossee's and, well, that was the other thing. So for my wife's birthday as well, I got a nice bottle of champagne sent up to the room and some chocolates from the ganachery.
Wow, you're scoring big points with the wife here, Tom.
Well, I tried to make it a special birthday.
I tell you, the ganachery. Yeah.
Yeah. The champagne was very good as well.
Well done.
It was from Disney Floral and Gifts, for those that want to know. So like it's the official, I guess, Disney place you can order stuff from. So the funny thing about it was though they like glue everything down to like the platter so hard that you can't. Oh, it also came with like, champagne flutes too. So like you can drink champagne out of,
right.
and Mickey ones, of course. Right. But They glued everything down so hard we couldn't get them out of the thing. Like thought I was going to break the cups because I'm over here like pulling as hard as I can.
I could see I break everything when it's like that kind of situation.
But yeah, so that was probably our bigger splurge, I would say, is that. And
that's good. How about some pixie dust moments or unexpected moments or fun stories?
Yeah, I mean, I think probably the biggest pixie dust moment was when we got to our boardwalk room. First of all, I got an email before we went to the room saying, please go to the front desk before you come, which I didn't know how to take that. Like,
yeah.
I was like,
I always take it bad.
Yeah. Is this a good thing or a bad thing?
I'm going to the principal's office.
Yeah, exactly. So I had booked a standard view room at Boardwalk. And when I logged into the app to look where our room number was, I noticed it had changed to pool garden view. So we had gotten upgraded, which was great. And which is not a huge upgrade, right? It's just a view upgrade. It's not like we got a 2-bedroom instead of the studio, but it's still nice to get that. Yep. Yeah. And so we went to the front desk and the woman at the front desk is like, I don't know why you got that email. I was like, okay, well, that's great. Thanks. They were also having an issue that night. The Skyliner, the line between Epcot and Caribbean Beach was down for whatever reason. And so they had like 300 people in the lobby trying to figure out how to get back. It was a total nightmare. So everybody, all the cast members were very stressed. And so they
needed to be dealing with you.
Well, and for me, like I'm the person that checks in online. I don't go to the desk. I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to go to my room. Yeah. So like I usually do that, but the fact that that I got an email, I was like, all right, I'll go. So then we get into our room and there's balloons and there's a signed picture from Mickey.
Nice.
And some pins, and it said we were the family of the day. And I was like, I have no idea what this is.
Wow. Like for the whole resort. The family.
Apparently, yeah. I was like, I'm waiting on my benefits for being family today. What does this mean? I get to walk in a parade or something? Like, but we had
Open
pins
the park.
that says I'm celebrating being the family of the day, and like there's a little letter saying we're the family of the day. I was like, all right, that's cool.
How old's your daughter? Too bad she wasn't there.
Yeah, so my daughter's 3. We decided to do an adult trip to enjoy, like just to have a good time and like have no responsibility for the first time in 3 years. Also she just doesn't wear a mask well. So she's 3. I mean, she'll wear it for 5 minutes and then take it off.
I understand.
And so my parents live about an hour and a half north of Orlando. So we dropped off at Grandma and Grandpa's house and
cool.
Let her hang
that's
with
a good
them.
Deal.
Yeah, right. It's a good deal. So
built-in babysitters at Disney World.
Oh yeah, exactly. She
loved
had a
it
blast
too.
with them. So
yeah, I'm sure they enjoy that too. I love it.
And the other pixie dust thing too is my wife actually somehow, she has no idea how she did this. We went on Buzz Lightyear and she got Galactic Hero. Never done it before.
Wow.
Right? And she got all 9s across the board. Yeah. And she looks at me and she goes,
Infinity.
Yeah, exactly. She looks at me and she goes, did you do this? And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, did you do this? And I'm like, I don't listen. I know some people, but I don't know. I couldn't get that done. Like how would I get that done? Right. But,
it's a good shot.
She got Galactic Hero. She hit something, that it kept like multiplying her score. I usually do better in that game than she does. So she gets, anxious about it. She's like, oh, you're going to kick my butt this time. And then here we are. She's like racking up hundreds of thousands. And I'm like, I'm over here at like 150 because I never remember where the high.
Sure, Tom, you let her win for her birthday.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. I always forget. Like, I feel like I remember sometimes where those big value ones are in that ride. And then other times
I should know this. I've asked my wife 100 times and everyone in my audience is yelling at their iPhone right now because I think it's the Zerg there, the big guy. You got to hit him in the head or something, in the hand or something.
That's one of them. Yeah. There's a couple though. Like,
okay.
And I swear to you, I always forget. I've looked him up in line before and forgot while I was on the ride. Like there's too much to look at. I just forget. So,
send all your bad emails to Tom Vose at the Welcome Home Podcast.
That's not a real email address. So. But if you do want to send them, welcome home podcast at Gmail. There you go.
There you go. Send them all the bad.
You can send me all the places all the targets I need to hit.
That's it. Help them out, will you guys?
Yeah, right.
All right. Yeah.
That was the biggest pixie dust, though. I feel like we actually got a lot of pixie dust for a 4-day trip. So
you didn't have any extras. That's the one thing. There's no dessert parties. You couldn't do anything for her birthday.
Yeah.
You had to kind of make it up.
Yeah. The funny thing is I actually, I was trying to find some things, right? I'm like looking for stuff to do and everything is basically suspended. Like, so we couldn't do like a tour. We could, and we like doing that stuff. We do the tours all the time. We do, any activity we can, but right now there's just not any of it. So then I was like, man, maybe I'll make this really special. Let me look into getting a plaid. Like, remember looking to getting somebody to guide us around all day. And then I was like, oh wait, that's crazy expensive. What am I talking about? Like I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's you think now after this experience, what's the must-dos for an adult-only trip?
Oh man, the must-dos for an adult. I mean, Narcoossee's is up there. We've
nice dinner.
We've eaten at a lot of those places, like California Grill is an amazing dinner too. That's never disappointed us. We've been there a couple times. That was on the list of possible, places to take her. I knew my wife wanted surf and turf. I knew you can get surf and turf in Narcoossee's. So that was there. I think it's doing that kind of stuff. It was Flower and Garden was nice to walk around and enjoy. Adults only trip. What else is fun? I mean, having the champagne in the room, that was nice and that kind of thing. And just kind of relaxing. I know everybody out there that has kids knows it's just, it's nice to get away and not have responsibility for a little bit, especially with young kids, and take a break and just kind of relax.
I know we had 3 kids. So when my wife went with them, I'm like, well, what do we do now? Like, I don't even know what to do. Not used to this.
Well, my wife and I used to joke, the last trip before we had my daughter, we would joke that having a kid was going to ruin our Disney trips, which sounds counterintuitive.
I kind of get that. I understand.
Yeah. It makes sense to us.
Not in a bad way. We understand that.
Yeah, because it changes your whole trip, right? Like whereas we're not necessarily going and meeting princesses before, now we're meeting princesses, which, we still did sometimes anyway. Yeah. But it's
a World Showcase is just so much fun when you don't have somebody tugging on you to go that they don't want to be there. That's what my kids used to do. Like, I want to get out of here, or I don't like this, or you're just like, oh no, this is so nice just to casually work the booths or.
Well, World Showcase is just good for like a good wander, right?
Exactly.
And you really can't do that with kids, right? Because they're just going to get bored. So but you can wander through the depths of some of those pavilions for a while, and wander through some of the stores and, just some of the details there. But kids aren't having that. Like, if you got nothing but time though, I mean, I could stand there and watch the trains in Germany for 15 minutes, and
I know it.
So
I agree. I love that. Well, did you learn anything new on this trip?
The family of the day exists. I learned about that. That was not something I knew. Truth be told, I guess I had not, and this is probably just, we did the Epcot experience for the first time that I wanted to do it the last trip in the Odyssey over there. Yeah. And I wanted to do it last time because I heard it was kind of cool. And checked it out, and it's super cool. It's a really, really cool presentation.
Yeah, tell everyone what that is, because don't miss that. Because usually in the festivals they have something in that Odyssey. It's an odd building. It seems like it's always like, what is this thing?
It was vacant forever too. It was just closed. Yeah,
but they've got something special going on there now, right?
Yeah, so basically all the future stuff that's coming to Epcot, right? It's like a circular room, and they have like kind of like a model of Epcot, but not really. It's like an artistic model almost, and they're doing that projection mapping thing that they do on there, and it's just a whole little show, and you see all the stuff that's coming to Epcot, and it's just very cool. It's just very well done and just neat, right? I'll tell you another thing I learned too. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, did they tell you when it's going to be done?
Yeah, never. Right. So that's the other thing I learned. Epcot's a hot mess right now. Right. So I literally have that written in my notes. Epcot is a hot mess because it is, right? Like there's all these pathways that are leading to all sorts of places. But I'll tell you one thing. So I saw pictures. I've been seeing pictures of the Harmonious barges, right? You know, those barges they have. Until you see those in person, you really can't appreciate the scale of that, what that show is going to be. They are absurdly large.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't believe it when I was standing there. I was like, those are huge. Like this show is going to be epic. Like, yeah. I mean, I can't wait to see it. I mean, you know, as somebody who's watched Stargate in the past, I feel like Disney built a Stargate. You know, they got the big. I feel like the portal's going to open and like Loki's going to walk out or something too. It's really weird to look at, but it's cool. I'm
bought it used off eBay or something.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. But nice. It's amazing. It's huge. I mean, it's incredibly large. I was blown away by it. You know, and I have to say that those were two big things that I wouldn't say I learned, but I just noticed while I was there. Also, just, you know, speaking of huge things, the show building for Guardians of the Galaxy is ridiculously large too. You can see that thing from like, I'm sure they can see it from space. Like it's huge. I don't know. I mean, it's amazing. And I mean, I'd seen it in the past, but I just reminded myself when we were going by it, I was like, wow, that place is crazy.
It's crazy about how many things we still have left that are in progress.
Yeah.
Attractions to finish.
Yeah. Lots of stuff.
All that front of Epcot. And then Guardians, you got the space restaurant, the Ratatouille, the Tron.
I've been dying to go to Space 220 now for like, since they announced it. I want to go so badly and it's driving me nuts. They haven't opened yet. And
Star Wars Hotel. They got lots.
They do. Epcot's a little bit of a mess at the moment. I also didn't realize going in how locked down they really had everything as far as like everything's mobile order right now, basically, you know, like all the quick serves are mobile order, which I actually didn't hate. I liked that. And I also, you know, the security system, the new security procedures with the new scanners they have is amazing.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that in regular times because there's no backup anymore. It's just a single file line walking through. It's amazing. Yes.
Yeah. Good point though, too. Once we're actually really moving through without all the social distancing and so forth, they did a great job under the circumstances. Right. And now think about it. You're right. Once they we can relax some of these things. It'll be even faster.
Absolutely. Trying to think if I learned anything else. I typically don't, because I'm immersed, as you know, being immersed in this stuff all the time, like you feel like you know everything, but of course you don't because there's always stuff going on. Right.
Absolutely.
And I definitely learned about the cake thing too. I mean, I learned that Disney I've done cakes from them before, but, learned through that. And also just, that Family of the Day thing was weird and cool.
That's right. Well, I think in every resort has a little something different. It's not something universal at all resorts.
Yeah.
Like and you think of like the little runs that they have these little runs, the one they do over at French Quarter, the beignet run. Or,
yeah.
Or I can just one little thing. I remember, I think it was at All Stars. The manager left us a couple of little candies and like a little letter saying, hey, if anything went wrong and let us know. And a matter of fact, my wife had something when she got home, she called them up and had the manager. And, yes, we are obsessed with Disney. We're geeks. She's like a travel agent too. Not like one, she is, but she was obsessed with getting the Halloween mug as the mug, that you get with your meal plan.
Yeah.
And they didn't have any. And she was like really disappointed about that. She was so excited to get this Halloween mug. So when I think they might have called her, I think they might have called on a survey. And she says, you know what? I didn't get the mugs that they said when I was on the phone with them, they said we were going to get the mugs. And so they ended up mailing her like 3 of them or something in the mail.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
But, it was just something that I noticed. It seemed like the All-Star was trying to just up their game in service because they're not the Grand Floridian, maybe, or whatever. Yeah. I don't know. They were still Disney,
Well, that's, before we bought DVC, we always stayed in All-Star because we never were in the room ever, right? So we didn't really care what our room was. And All-Star was fine, right?
Yep.
So,
absolutely. I love that, though. I just felt you should have pride I mean,
Sure.
just because you're the value resort, you still have that Disney. You know, I have fun no matter which ones I go to. They're all great to me.
I totally agree. You're still at Disney. You're still, having a good time. I mean, it doesn't matter what resort you stay at. And I mean, there's a lot of cool things about the All-Star resorts too. Yeah. I mean, they've got a lot of good stuff going on there too. It's a different vibe, but I mean, we stayed deluxe on our honeymoon, and then we kind of got spoiled, and we were like, we got to do this now. It's just too good.
I know.
We stayed club level for our honeymoon at Animal Kingdom. And it was like, after that,
you're spoiled. I know.
Yeah. It's hard to do anything else after that.
I understand. I had the same experience at the Polynesian.
Yep.
All right. Did anything greatly exceed or disappoint did you have anything disappointing?
No bread. I mean,
that is unacceptable, Tom. We've already covered that.
Yeah, I was very bummed about that. No, I think the cake that I got exceeded my expectations. When nice. I just tell them Beauty and the Beast and then they go wild, like I knew they were going to do a great job, but when they brought it out, I was
it's a little cake, right? 8 inches.
Yeah, it's a pretty small cake. Yeah,
but they still got all that detail in there.
Oh yeah. I mean, it wasn't that little. I mean, it was it's a pretty decent sized cake. It was probably 3 layers. Pretty
gorgeous
pretty
though,
size,
right? She was like tears in her eyes.
Oh yeah, it was great. It was awesome. So that was great. That definitely exceeded our expectations. I'm trying to think, there wasn't a lot of things that we were disappointed with. I mean, nice. It's hard to see Epcot how it is right now. It just torn up like it is. And I wouldn't say it's a disappointment because I went in there with that expectation, right?
Yes.
So I went in there with the expectation.
You know what you're in for.
Exactly. So yeah, actually, what my biggest disappointment was the makeshift mouse gear location. Seriously, that sounds really bad, but
no, the other one was
Epcot
great
stuff.
Yeah.
I couldn't find any Epcot branded stuff in there, and it's like, what else is mouse geared for than having Epcot stuff? Like, and I just that kind of bummed me out. Like there was nothing in there that I wanted some Epcot stuff, and there was nothing.
Well, shout out to my friend Deirdre who knew that I loved the Regal Eagle. I couldn't find. I didn't realize they had swag. Well, one of my listeners got me like this Tervis metal, like the wine glass, which I love, and then I was looking, it was during the art festival, and I went into where I normally you'd think you'd find the souvenirs where they had the stuff, and it was all art. And I guess I didn't look close enough, but they have like the beer pint glass.
Yeah.
And she got me a t-shirt and she mailed it to me. So
that's awesome.
I know you'd appreciate that.
I really badly wanted to stop at Regal Eagle, but it's so hard because I want to try it. I love barbecue, and I love that they finally did something with that location instead of just putting chicken fingers and burgers in there. And the food just looked amazing to me. But at the same time, I was like, I'm at the food festival.
You're doing the flower. Yeah, I get that. You're doing the flower festival. Did you? We didn't ask. You said the mobile ordering was cool. Did you have any good quick service that you enjoyed?
Let me think about that. So actually, oddly enough, Backlot Express was great. I mean, it was simple, but
burger.
My wife got a burger. I just got some chicken fingers. Then we got a Wookiee cookie.
I just heard about the Wookiee cookie.
Yeah, the Wookiee cookie. Oh man, it was huge. The problem with the Wookiee cookie, it was huge, and it's 2 cookies. It's 2 oatmeal cookies and cream in the middle, and it's not super sweet. Actually, it's not what you would think.
Nice.
The cream is a little bit like it's not that sweet. It's not like frosting sweet, and that's what we were expecting, like an oatmeal cream pie, like that you buy from the store, and it wasn't that, and it was good, but it was really good. But it was huge. We couldn't finish the thing. It was too big.
I think the Wookiee cookie is a reason to do the Backlot Express now.
It is, and also too, I'll say this, my disappointment I had too, but I was told that I was wrong about this by one of my listeners. So one of my wife and I's traditions is we always go to Sleepy Hollow and get the Nutella waffle. The Nutella waffle with fruit on top of it. Yep. It's a thing we love. We always get it. Right. Well, apparently it is now only on the menu for breakfast time. And so we went there in the afternoon and it wasn't there, and I was like, oh no, they got rid of the Nutella waffle.
Wow, we gotta have IHOP give them a call and say, waffles are not just for breakfast.
That's what I'm saying, right? So
I agree.
In the afternoon and it was gone.
That's not acceptable either.
Yeah, but they did have the hand dipped corn dogs, and that was good.
I heard those.
I have to say, best thing of the trip was the went to the spring roll cart that everybody talks about.
Yeah, we talk about that all the time.
Oh man, that spring roll cart was so good.
Which kinds do they have?
So they had the cheesesteak. Oh no, it was cheeseburger and pepperoni pizza one. So we got one of each. Which, first of all, most expensive snack I think I've ever gotten at Disney for the size of it. Like the ratio of cost to size of those is absurd. It's like $10 for 2 spring rolls.
That's because they were selling too many of them. I was publicizing them too much, Tom, and they were selling them like hand over fist,
like spring rolls, right? But the funny thing is, I'm looking for this card forever. I didn't know where it was, right? So I'm just looking for it, and I'd given up. So we're walking out of Frontierland or Adventureland.
It's over the bridge, right? Coming out,
it's right past the bridge. So I'd given up. My wife goes, "Wait a second, is that it right there?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, it is."
Yeah, they moved it too. It used to be over near
by Skipper Canteen over there, but
not Skipper Canteen, the ride.
Oh, by
Jungle Cruise.
That's okay. But I mean, man, those were delicious. I could have eaten like 10 of those, but
I love hearing that.
Yeah, those were delicious.
Tom, I think you're a true geek. I don't know about homies, but I can tell you're a geek.
Yeah, there was some talk early on in my show of calling our people welcome homies, but nobody goes by that. So, but yeah. So yeah, I think so. I try to be.
Well, let's finish up with this. Do you have any great advice for a newcomer going or someone going during this time? I know it's still, and they have, I think since you were there, they've kind of lowered the mask restrictions to when you're outside, you can take it off kind of thing. But I don't know, any advice you give anyone going down for the first time?
I'm going to say if you're going to the first time, if you want to go to Disney for the first time, I feel like now is not the time to go.
Yeah.
As bad as that sounds, right? Like, I don't want to discourage anybody from going, but you're missing, as much as I enjoyed like the character cavalcades and all that stuff, that was all fun. Like, I really liked that stuff.
Yep.
I liked the character interactions that were going on. Like Pooh was catching, trying to catch butterflies outside the butterfly tent in Epcot. That stuff was fun. And I hope they keep that kind of stuff. I liked it.
Right.
But at the same time, you're missing a lot of the stuff, right? Mm-hmm. That's the stage show, like walking into Magic Kingdom, where they're doing that show all day. That's a thing, that's a
fireworks.
Yeah, the fireworks, like random fireworks going off the castle at random times and scare the heck out of you, right? You're like, you're just walking around and all of a sudden a boom happens. Like, you're missing the fireworks at night though, too, right? The fireworks show. Yeah. I mean, you're missing, I didn't see Dapper Dans out there. I don't think Dapper Dans are doing their thing right now. I could be wrong. I'm not sure if they are.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I think Disney's not doing anything that creates a crowd, right? And Dapper Dans always create a crowd, right? So I didn't see Dapper Dans, these are like quintessential Disney things to me. So I would say if you do want to make it your first trip now, manage your expectations, right? You're missing those character greetings too, those one-on-one character greetings. Like, that's a big part of the experience too. I would say if you're going now, take it with a grain of salt, do it, plan a follow-up trip to do it, full Disney style and get to see all of the things that they have to offer, all of the entertainment, the shows, even just some of the shows being missing right now is tough, right? That's all part of it.
I'll be glad when that's all back.
Yeah. Well, we're big fireworks people too. We miss the fireworks. It's sad to miss Happily Ever After. And well, we also miss, Illuminations, but we're not getting that one back. So we miss that show. Although I got to see the very last performance, my trip before the pandemic, I got to see the very last performance of Illuminations, which was great, which was cool to do. You miss all that stuff. Fantasmic. I mean, this is all really essential Disney stuff that you're missing.
You're making me sad, Tom. Stop it.
I know. Seriously, I make myself sad. But I think this time is a great time to go if you're like a hardcore Disney person that has been there 100 times and a DVC member that's going to go in the future, because it's great to go. You can get on everything with very short waits.
I know.
And it's just the atmosphere is not bad. There's some different stuff going on. It's kind of we had a great time on this trip. It was one of our better trips, and it was a short trip, and all of the stuff was restricted, but we still had a fantastic time. So I would just hate for that to be someone's first experience when there's so many cool things.
And cool things coming too with Ratatouille and some of the other things opening up for sure. I love it.
Absolutely. So,
well, did we miss anything, Tom? Anything from your notes that you'd like to cover that we didn't?
Well, I would say too, just a couple things too. I mean, bring a comfortable mask with you right now if you're going. That's a big thing. I kind of wish I would have worn the medical ones and not the I have like a cotton one that I wore, which is great for everyday life, not great for the Florida sun. A little bit better now because you don't have to wear them outside and all that stuff. But I will say too, to be prepared to if you're not a big phone person, be prepared to use your phone a lot, even more so right now, because like I said, all the quick services are mobile order. All the menus are QR codes.
Practice at home.
Know what you're doing there, right? Bring a charger with you. We always have a portable charger we bring with us.
That's for sure.
That's definitely a big thing. Let me see if I missed anything on my list here. My gosh, I think we covered just about everything. I mean,
except you got to tell us what podcast you're from.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, also I want to tell you too, show up early. Right now they're opening the parks early. Show up early. Like, you don't need to show up at like 6 a.m. Like, this is not, you
have to sleep out in front of
but if the park's opening at 8, get there by 7:15, 7:30. Like, they're opening the parks early. They're letting people wander in, and then sometimes opening stuff early. Now that's not a new thing, but they're really doing it a a now.
Yeah, for sure. Great tip there.
Yeah, so do that.
Get a lot done. You can even do a ride you never did before called Space Mountain with no line.
See, listen,
no one can see you scream and act foolish, Tom.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed though because we had to walk all the way through the queue. I didn't get to take in the queue.
Yeah, you had to run through it.
Yeah, we had to run through it. I wanted to kind of take it all in.
You got to do it again. Just go back.
There'll be many times. Don't worry.
There'll be a line next time you go.
When we do a listener meetup, it's going to be a popular thing to do that with me. I promise. It's because
we did that on our Grand Geek and Gathering.
Oh, really? You did it all together?
So listen, if you want to invite all of your listeners, tell them to go in February. What is my dates? It's the 4th through the 6th, something like that. We're doing our Grand Geek and Gathering. We'd love to partner with you. Bring all your fans down. We'll party. We'll ride Space Mountain with Tom.
That sounds good.
Make fun of him.
You guys could do that all you want. It was a good time. I had a lot of fun. I really did. But yeah, no, I think I covered everything. I would love if some of your listeners would listen to Welcome Home podcast. We covered DVC, we covered Disney parks. Where we don't listen. We're not. Don't come to our podcast thinking we're going to cover DVC in detail and do like a deep dive of point strategies and stuff like that. That's not what we do. We more just kind of cover Disney and Disney parks from a DVC perspective. We do, offer our insights into DVC and things like that. But it's, we really, we're not the super detailed oriented one. There's other ones out there that you can listen to that'll give you every little detail you ever wanted to know about DVC. But listen, even if you're not a DVC member, we have people that listen that are not DVC members that are thinking about DVC that became DVC because they listened to our show. So, check it out. Give us a shot, if you've enjoyed this, listening to me at least. Now, Damon on my show is a different story, but, or at least listen to the one that Curtis was on just, a couple weeks ago here, because that was a fun show too. So we had a good time on that one.
Absolutely. We had a ball, and I had a ball having you on the Geekin' Show. Tom, thanks for coming on. Stay in touch, all right?
Thank you so much for having me. This was a great time.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Great job, Tom, on your trip report. It was a lot of fun talking to you, and great audio because he's a podcaster. He's a co-host of a Disney podcast called Welcome Home. Go check out the Welcome Home podcast with Tom and his pals. I was on his podcast a few weeks ago. You can listen to me and all his other episodes. If you're a Disney World podcaster and you'd like to be a guest on my show, you can email me at kurt.stone@geekinonwdw.com. My email is also in the show notes along with Mom and Auntie Judy's email if you want to book a trip with them. Great introduction from Daniel Ginger. Do you remember? I did a little contest last week. And I only had one person email me with an introduction, and that was Daniel Ginger. Well, Daniel, congratulations. He won a mug rug, and it's a really special mug rug with the Geekin' logo embroidered into it. This is a little pattern that Auntie Judy makes. It's great to put on your desk to protect your desk. Put your coffee mugs or all your drinks on top of it, and it's got a pattern of Disney characters, like a patchwork quilt, a little mini patchwork quilt, and they're really cool. So thank you very much, Daniel, for sending that in and being such a great fan of the show. I'd love to have some more Geekin' intros. You can create one for us like Daniel did. He did it by a video on his phone. It works fine, as you can tell. Just rip the audio off of that. It's fun. I can suggest you just tell us your name, where you're from, and a fun Disney World fact about yourself. And you go Geekin' on Walt Disney World with Curtis and the whole Geekin' family. Again, email them to me at kurt.stone@geekinonwdw.com. I'm so excited. I got a new Patreon supporter. His name is Kevin Curtis Allen. Thanks, Kevin. Kevin supports me all the time. He had a little bit of a difficulty being in the UK, donating through patreon.com in the past, but he pulled it off. Maybe it's because I started the annual subscription option. You can donate to the show annually. One time you're done, and then it won't come back up for another year. Check that out like Kevin did, and now he can listen to all. That's what I'm really excited about. He can listen to all the bonus episodes I put out there, because a lot of times I'm talking about him. Sometimes I'm walking along my neighborhood. I do that as an intro. I talk about Disney World. I talk about the podcast. Some things are interesting of things that I'm doing if you want to know a little bit more about me. But I got some more Grand Geekin' Gathering recordings that I did. I still got a few hours of those left to put out there, but all of the past recordings are out there. As soon as you sign up for patreon.com, you get the bonus episodes. I'd appreciate it. Thank you for your support. Monthly donation to our show. Patreon.com. Look for Geekin' on WDW. Yeah, the recording I just put out this past week. I'm riding the Tower of Terror with Samantha, I know, Rock and Roller Coaster. Wendy's on the Tower of Terror with us. And then I'm chatting with Fran Chandler. Hello, Fran. Big shout out to Fran. I was chatting with her as we were in line for the Millennium Falcon. And then I released some of the extra chatter from Mom and Judy from our episodes. The episode 400 chatter with all the 15 super geeks, I put that in there. And even Dan Harding from last week, there's some extra chatter there. So if you want to hear the bonus conversations from the podcast, check out patreon.com and donate to the show. I really appreciate it, guys. And thanks for everyone who is getting back to Disney World and booking their trips with Mom and Judy. Traveling Tiaras at gmail.com. Again, look at your podcast catcher, the app that you use to listen to the podcast. The show notes are there and our emails are there. Contact us. We'll get going on your next trip. And look at the little service that Mom does for people and Judy. They both do that full time. That is their job. While you're out working, they could be hanging on the phone with Disney World, which is a lot of time. Oh my gosh, the amount of time they have spent on the phone for clients is staggering for sure. Don't forget, we've got the Grand Geekin' Gathering. That's in February 2022. Kevin's going to be there. Glenn's going to be there. Myself, Tony, Ann, Judy, and Ken, and all the gang. We are getting back to the Grand Geekin' Gathering in February of next year. Exciting. The mask mandate is not there. And we're going to have an awesome time. I'm going to definitely be there Friday through Sunday, February 4th through the 6th. Book your tickets, book your rooms, and we'll see you there with all the geeks. You know, I've got a private Facebook group for the planning. It's called the Grand Geekin' Gathering 2022. There's 107 members, and most of these people are planning on coming. My gosh, if we get 100 people, it's going to be really fun and exciting. I can't wait to break it out big time next year at the Grand Geekin' Gathering. Contact me if you'd like to get into that private Facebook group and start planning for an amazing, fun event. But we're committed to helping you enjoy your Disney World vacation. Just reach out to me if you'd like to do a trip report, book your trip, review your plans for your trip. kurt.stone@geekinonwdw.com. Thanks for going Geekin' on Walt Disney World with us. We really appreciate you listening and geeking with us every single day. We love you, geeks. Have a magical day, and I hope all your dreams come true.